Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to pack buckets with everyday items that you would get at the grocery store. Today I'm going to pack some pastas in there. You'll see that I've got the Knorr's chicken pasta sides. There's also some stroganoff in there, as well as regular pasta, bags of pasta. And then I have the same thing in here. In this bag I have 15 bean soup mixes. And over here I have blueberry muffin mix, banana nut muffin mix, and regular cornbread muffins or cornbread mix. And the reason why I've packed it so tight is because I'm going to label the bucket with how many envelopes of each of these items that I've just showed you are in there. That way I know before I open it exactly how many of each item are in there. Now what you cannot see is how I have stacked each of those items in. In the bean bag, all I did was take the bags of beans, just like they are from the store, and just throw them in there. But also down inside those buckets are oxygen packets. And the oxygen packets are down in there because sometimes when these beans are packaged, usually they're packaged out of the country. Let's see with this particular bean mix. This one is packaged in Indianapolis, but these beans can come from all over the place. And I have in the past, because I didn't vacuum seal or put oxygen packets inside the packing, I've had bags before that had little weebles in them, and those weebles ate the entire Rubbermaid container, just completely destroyed all of the beans in there, and I had to throw them all out. So do yourself a favor. If you're going to invest in your food storage, pack it properly. Alright, so I'm going to throw about 5 of these oxygen packets in here before I seal the bag. Now remember, when you're sealing the bag, Prepper G, would you go get me the cutting board? Oh no, here it is, never mind. The way you seal these bags is you have to, Prepper G, get up there and make sure that this is on film. What you'll do when you're ready to seal this is you got to press all of the air out of this bag like so. You're going to press all that air out, or as much as you can. Then you'll use your clothes iron, using your cutting board as a flat surface. You're going to take a clothes iron and then just iron this shut. And you might have to go over it a couple of times. Start with a low setting. You can always turn it up. So iron this closed all but 2 inches of the end. And the reason why you want to do that is because after you get this portion ironed shut, you're going to fold this bag in and you're going to press even more of that oxygen out. And then you'll just finish ironing the rest of it, just like that. You'll just iron that shut. But you want to be able to push as much of that oxygen out as possible. And then when you're finished with that, you would pound the lid on. Make sure that you label each one of these buckets, because if you're doing multiple buckets with a variety of things in it, if you do not label these buckets, trust me when I tell you, you will forget which bucket has what in it. So make sure that you do that, or you can cause yourself a lot of grief. Now, let's say that happens. Let's say you iron all these buckets shut and you forgot to label it. Just pull your buckets out. Cut open the lid, not the lid, cut open the bag, figure out what's in it, and then shut it back up again, okay? It's not that difficult, it's just a real hassle to have to pry open the bucket lid once you have closed it, because they are meant to stay sealed. Now remember what I told you before, if this is your first time doing beans or your first time doing pastas, You want to make sure that for each item that you are packing, you have a gamma lid for. I already have a bucket of pasta packed up, so I don't need to put gamma lids on these. I can just put the regular seal on it, and then after I've used up the other bucket, I can just transfer that gamma seal to these buckets. Same thing with my bread mixes. I already have another bucket that I did a few months back of bread mixes, so I don't need to put a gamma lid on this bucket. I can just do a regular seal on it. Now I'm going to show you how to do rice, because rice is a mainstay in food storage. One of those items that you can't have enough of. So at first, one of the things I need to tell you about when you put these Mylar bags in is you have to fold the corners under and fold the other side under and then place it in there inside the bucket, because if you don't, it will not give you a nice fit inside this bucket, and then you'll just have wasted space. So I'm going to show you real quick how to do rice. Now, because rice often has grain weevils because it comes from another country, I'm going to throw 5 of those oxygen packets in, and then I'm just going to grab a bag of rice here. It's a 20-pound bag of rice that I picked up today. They were on sale for less than $7. So I'm just going to pouring it in. That's all I'm doing. Now, I like to come down here and just kind of give the bucket a little shake. All right, so that's 20 pounds of rice. I'll put another 5. Now, these oxygen packets, because they're exposed to air, are already hot. And that's when they start absorbing. All right, so here I go. I'm going to dump another 20 pounds in here, and that's 40 pounds of rice. That'll last about 7-8 months. Rice is one of those things that we eat a lot of, and if there's any left over from the meal, the dogs sure like it. And so that's all you got to do. Right there, pour those 2 in. Massage your buckets really good. This is right up to the top, the very, very tippy top. So I'm going to have to transfer some of that to another bucket. Now, here's what I have in my pantry. In my pantry, I have just a regular Rubbermaid container like this that I use. So whenever I open up a bucket like this, which I already have one open in my closet now, I just transfer it to this big bucket. So that's what I will do. I will transfer some of this rice out of the bucket so that I can seal and close up this bucket, and I will put it into this little small container. Okay, so that's how I do my buckets. Make sure that you use oxygen packets even when you have pre-packaged items like that, because there is air inside of here, and air is one of your enemies of your food storage. And so that's all you have to do. Pound on those lids, label the containers, date it. Everything that you see here will store for at least 3 years. And I guarantee you, the price that I paid for this stuff today will not be the same price I pay for it in 3 years. Okay? So there you have it, Prudent Woman. Find those good deals like I found today on all of these things. Every bit of this was on sale today, so I just bought extra. And I'll have to do my own manicure this week, I guess, so I can justify the expense of those bread mixes. So there you have it, Prudent Woman. Store up your food, take care of that family, and preserve your dinner table, and be a good steward with the resources that God has given you. God bless you.